Hey there, everybody. Welcome, Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Tonight it's On Base Baseball, and it is the 2019 Milwaukee Brewers visiting the 2019 Mets. Pitching matchup is Chase Anderson versus Jacob deGrom. This game was played April 26th, I believe. It's a Friday night game. The lineup for the Brewers is going to be Lorenzo Cain in center, Yelich, the right fielder, batting second. Batting third is Grandal, the catcher. Cleanup is Moustakas, the second baseman. Fifth is Braun, the left fielder. Sixth is Shaw, the third baseman. Seventh is Thames, the first baseman. Arcia, the shortstop, batting eighth. And batting ninth is Chase Anderson. Let's do it. So we're going to read the lower one first. So that would obviously it would be a 55. We're going to check the pitcher first. And it's a blank, so we go over to the batter, and it's a line out. And who's the line out to? There's a on-base dice roller. I just roll that, and it's a line out right back to the pitcher. So it's an L1. Kane lines out right back to deGrom. And here's the pitch to Christian Yelich. That's a snake eyes, and that's going to be a strikeout. So he blows a fastball, 102 miles an hour by Yelich for out number 2, and that is a 13, which is a blank on deGrom, and it's going to be bounced to the shortstop, who today is Rosario, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, easy inning for Jacob deGrom. Mets defense around the infield is first baseman Alonso, second baseman Cano, third baseman Frazier, and shortstop is Rosario. Catcher is Ramos, and deGrom is on the mound. Leading off is Jeff McNeil, the left fielder. Pete Alonso batting second at first base. Robbie Cano will be batting third at second base. The cleanup hitter is Michael Conforto. Batting fifth is Wilson Ramos, the catcher. Sixth, the center fielder, Brian Nimmo. And batting seventh is Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Batting eighth is Ahmed Rosario, the shortstop. And batting ninth is Jacob deGrom. Let's do it. Here's a pitch from Chase Anderson. And that is a 12, which is a blank, and that is a ground ball. Chop to the second baseman. Easy play for Moustakas. 1 down. And here comes Pete Alonso. Good power. That is a 23, and a 23 is a blank, and that is a potential error. No error. And that is to the shortstop, Arcia. 2 down. And a 26 is a blank there, and again another bouncer to the third baseman. Throws out Cano easily. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the second. So this game uses advanced metrics. So far the stats are pretty good outside of the doubles, which the Mets lead the league in doubles by like 25. But the designer said that he adjusted the doubles to make that correction. So some of these are older cards. I've been playtesting this for about 6 months. So here's Moustakas against deGrom. Here's a pitch from deGrom. It's a 56, and that is a strikeout. Swings and misses at a high fastball. And here's Ryan Braun. That's a 51. I'm sorry, a 15, excuse me. And that is bounced to the second baseman, Cano. 2 down. Here's Travis Shaw. So 25, it's a blank there, and it's a fly ball, potential error. No error, and that is to right field to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom of the second, no score. Chase Anderson facing Michael Conforto here to start the second inning. And that is a 13. It's a blank there. And it's a roller to the shortstop. Easy out. 1 down. Next is Ramos. Ramos with a 15, and that is a fly ball. Left field. 2 down. And here comes Brandon Nimmo. I think I called him Brian. That's a 4-4, and that's ball 4. So Nimmo walks, not unusual. He has a very high on-base percentage, generally speaking. Here's Todd Frazier, a recent pickup acquisition for the Mets. And that is a 13. It's a blank there, and that is bounced to short to retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left, the walk, and we move to the top of the 3rd inning. So as you can see, the game moves pretty fast. It's very easy to play. You get a free, a couple of free teams, so you can try it out. It's 99% chartless. Just a couple of things you have to remember. And just, I can even tell you what those are. That's how simple it is. So that's a 36 off the Grom. It's a blank, and the 36 is a fly ball, and that is hit to right. Right fielder Conforto is right there to squeeze it. 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. Orlando Arcia. Pitch from DeGrom. That's a 26, and that's a swing and a miss, and that's the 3rd strikeout of the game for DeGrom. And here comes the pitcher, and I wrote batting card, pitcher batting card on it, just so to easily identify it. It's a 16, it's a blank there, and that is lifted to center field for out. And Brandon Nimmo puts it away for out number 3. No runs, no hits. 9 consecutive retired by DeGrom. Go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Chase Anderson against Ahmed Rosario. That's a 4-4. That's ball 4. So he loses Rosario, who doesn't walk very often. And here's Jacob DeGrom. It's a 3rd inning. We're going to let him swing away. And that is a 35. It's a blank there. That's a swing and a miss. So pitcher. All right, and New York Mets goes there. All right, Jeff McNeil with 1 out and 1 on. Pitch from Anderson. That is a 35. It's a blank there, and that is I believe it's a hit by pitch on a 1. So we're gonna roll, and nope, it's a base on ball. So that pushes Rosario to second base, and Rosario has good speed. Here's Pete Alonso with runners on 1st and 2nd, only 1 out. There's no score in this game. And that is a 56, which is a blank there, and a 56 again. It could be a hit by pitch or a walk, and it's another walk to load the bases. So he lost his command a little bit and is having trouble locating the plate. And the umpire is not helping him either. But here's Robbie Cano with the bases loaded, only 1 out. We are going to play the infield halfway and the corners in, see what happens. And that is a 12. It's a blank there, and it's a ground ball. And this says ground ball advance. Okay, so a ground ball by Cano allowed a run to score. It was Chase Anderson who walked the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. There's 2 outs now, and up comes Michael Conforto. We're playing on-base baseball. We're reading the lower number first, so that's a 36. And a 36 is a blank, and a 36 is a fly ball. That is a fly out to center field to retire the side. So that'll be 1 run on no hits, 3 walks, and we move to the top of the 4th inning. This is on-base baseball that you're watching. This is a modern metric style game. Keeping it very simple. And the cards have the team name, the city name, right in the center, but it's really tiny, so I just made it a little bit larger. And these are original cards, and that the name was at the top, the upper right hand corner, but that changed, and actually the font got really small. It looks like a 7 or 8 font for that, or smaller, maybe even a 6. So it went, this is probably an 8 or a 9, and it went to like 6 or 7. So I just made it larger because there's plenty of space on the card. It's not like you're crammed for space. There's plenty of space, even though there's a lot of stats on here, some of which have serve a purpose, and others kind of I'm not totally sure what I can do with those. So let's go to the top of the 4th inning, and it's going to be Lorenzo Cain leading it off. And so far, Jacob deGrom has retired 9 straight. And that's going to be a 25, and that's a blank there, and that's a fly ball with potential for an error. And that is going to be to left field for out number 1. Right there is McNeil. Puts it away. Christian Yelich. And that's a 34. 34 is a blank, and that is popped up to left. Racing in is McNeil. Backing up is Frazier, and it's McNeil who makes the catch. Here's Yasmani Grandal, and that's a 55, which is a blank there, and that's lined and caught by the pitcher. The second line out to deGrom. That's 3 up, 3 down, so deGrom's retired 12 in a row. Chase Anderson is on the mound for the Brewers. Lost the plate in the bottom of the 3rd, and a run came in for the Mets. They lead at 1-0. We're going to see Ramos, Nimmo, and Frazier. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 16, which is a blank, and it's a fly ball. And drive to left field, and running it down is Ryan Braun, out number 1. Next up is Brandon Nimmo with a 23. It's a blank there, and that's a hard hit ground ball right at shortstop. Arcia throws out Nimmo by half a step. He hustled down the line. 2 outs now, and here's Todd Frazier. He bats from the right side. The Todd father. That's a 26, and that is bounced to the shortstop. Arcia again. 3 up, 3 down. We go to top of the 5th inning. And his whip was 1.2, 4.21 ERA, 8-4 record, 27 starts. deGrom. Let's look at deGrom's numbers for 2019. deGrom had an 0.9 whip and an ERA of 2.43. Mike Moustakas leading us off. Top of the 5th, 1-0 Mets. That's a 12. It's a blank there, and it's ripped to the shortstop. Rosario picks it up, bobbles it for a second, but plenty of time. Fires the first in time. Here's Ryan Braun, pitch from deGrom. It's a 15. That's a blank, and that's nubbed to slow roller to Rosario, who's got to charge it. Bare hands it, fires the first, and he is out. 2 down. Here's Travis Shaw. Travis Shaw flied out to right. Pitch from deGrom. It's a 56, and that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. He's retired 15 in a row. We move to the bottom of the 5th. It's the bottom of the order. Rosario's leading us off. It's Rosario, deGrom, and McNeil. And Chase Anderson deals a 23. 23 is a blank. Could be an error. No error. Right back to Anderson, who throws out Rosario. 1 down. Here is the Mets pitcher batting card. I had to write that in there. It wasn't on there. It just tells you what it's there, what it is. It's a pitcher batting card. So it's a 51. I'm sorry, it's a 15. 15 is a fly ball. And that's going to be to the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain. 2 down, and here's McNeil. McNeil's walked and grounded out. Pitch from Anderson's a 15. That's a fly ball. Popped up. Shallow center. Lorenzo Cain races in, makes the catch to retire the side. DeGrom versus Eric Thames in the top of the 6th inning. Yeah, it's a 32. 32 is a 23, excuse me, 23, and that is a potential error. And it is going to be an error. Let's see on who. On the shortstop, Rosario. So there goes the perfect game. Run around first. And RC is up. And that's a 24. 24 is a blank, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. All right, so Aguilar steps in. Now he's got good power. Here's a pitch from DeGrom, and that is a 14. A 14 is a blank, and that is a base on balls or a hit by pitch. We're going to roll the D9, and it is a base on balls. So Aguilar, the tying run, is on at first with Lorenzo Cain in the box at the plate. Here's a pitch, and it's a 44, which is a blank, and a 44 is a base hit up the middle. And Aguilar is going to get a +3 to go to third. And let's see what he is there. Aguilar is a speed of 1.1, so he would become a 4. So he's going to hold at second base on that single. First and second. And here comes Christian Yelich, one swing of the bat, and you know this game is tied. Now DeGrom has a 26 stamina, which he can, and he's got 18, 19, so he's got plenty of ways to go. Here's a pitch to a very dangerous hitter with 2 outs and 2 on. Mets are up 1-0 here in the top of the 6th. That's a 23. 23 is a blank, a potential error on a ground ball. No, won't be. And that's bounced to the first baseman, Alonso, for out number 3. So no runs, but 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We got a new pitcher for the Brewers. It's going to be Albers. Matt Albers. He will be facing Alonso. Hey! Jesus Christ. All right, let's do it. Here's a pitch from Albers. He can go, what's a stamina? 5. That's a 66, and that's usually a power number. It's a blank there, and that is a deep drive off the bat of Alonso. Way back. Back goes the left fielder, Braun, to the track, to the wall. That's out of here. So Alonso, I think that's probably his 10th home run of the season. Got to look. We're in April 26th. So it's a 2-0 lead for the Mets. Here's Robbie Cano, who's a left-hander, with a 24, and that is ball 4. So Cano walks on at first, and here's Michael Conforto, pitch from Albers. 16 is a blank, and that's a fly ball. In the gap to left center field, center fielder Cain runs it down. 1 away. Back to first goes Cano. Here's Wilson Ramos. And that's a 23. 23 is a blank, and that's a potential error. Could be an error. Depends who it goes to. It's going to go to the shortstop, RC, if he's a negative. If he's a negative, it's going to be, and I have to check what RC is here. RC is a defense of a positive, so it won't be an error. He'll get to that ball. And he'll throw it to first on that. Okay, 2 down with Cano at second base, and here's Nimmo. Pitch 33, that's a blank there, and that's a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfield's roll to right center field wall. Scoring easily is Cano. Digging for second is Nimmo. The throw from Kane, not in time. So Nimmo with an RBI double. And that is 5 batters for Albers. So we will be using his right side. So he could give up a base on balls here on 11 or a home run on 15 because he is fatigued. But we're going to try to get him through this inning. Like I said, our number of pitchers are limited. So it's a 26. It's a blank there, and that is bounced to the shortstop, Arcia, who throws out Frazier to retire the side. But the Mets pick up a couple of runs here in the bottom of the 6th, and they lead it by a score of 3-0. 2 runs on 2 hits. We go top of the 7th. It's going to be Grandal, Moustakas, and Braun against DeGrom. I don't know how you like the game so far. Let me know. That's a snake eyes, which is a strikeout. So DeGrom blows a fastball by Grandal. Here's Moustakas. And it's a 14. A 14 is line base hit to right field, right center field. Conforto gets there and throws it into Cano. Runner on first. That's the second hit allowed in the game. Ryan Braun is up, which is a 46. A 46 is a blank, and it's going to be a ground ball hit hard right at the shortstop. Rosario flips to Cano. The throw to first in time. 6-4-3, the second time the Mets have had a big double play, and that ends the inning. Right, so new pitcher is Guerra. And let's do it. Albers is out. Batting is Rosario. What did I do with that? All right, here goes. Here's a pitch. And it's a 56. 56 is a blank, and that's strike 3. So Rosario swings and misses at a Guerra slider. And here is DeGrom with a 35. It's a blank. That's a back-to-back Ks for Junior Guerra. And here's McNeil with a 24. That's a base on balls. Pete Alonso's up. McNeil walks. Here's Pete Alonso, pitch from Guerra. Guerra can go 5 batters, by the way. That's going to be a 12, a blank, and that is bounced to the shortstop, and that retires the side. Mets leave 1, score none, and we move to the top of the 8th. So DeGrom can go 26, and so far he's gone 23. And of course, we'll let him in until he allows a base runner. So he may get a complete game shutout. We'll see what happens. But we're still only in the top of the 8th inning. It's 3-0 Mets. And it's a 23. 23 is a blank. It could be an error. And it won't be. It's bounced to Cano. Sure-handed Cano. And he throws out Shaw for out number 1. Here's Thames. And that's 26. That's strike 3. That is strikeout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for DeGrom. And up is Arcia. He winds and deals. It's a 45. That's a blank, and that's lifted to center field for out number 3. Right there is Nimmo. And he hauls it in. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Robbie Cano. Guerra's gone 4, so he can still go. And that's going to be a 35, which is a blank, and that's a strikeout. So he will continue until he allows a base runner, and then we'll pull 56. That's a blank, and that's going to be a base runner. Could be a hit by pitch. No, it's a walk. So Conforto walks, and that's going to be all for Guerra. We're going to pull him. And who are we going to bring in? We will bring in Alex Claudio. Let's see. Wow, we can bring in Jeffries. We'll bring in Jeffries. Or Jeffress. To pitch to Wilson with 1 out and 1 on. Here's the pitch. That's a 44. That's a blank, and a 44 is a base hit to left center field. And we could send Conforto to third. We got to look at his speed. There's only 1 out. What do I do with Conforto? Oh, here he is. Okay. Conforto's speed is a 4. So let's see where the ball's hit to. So it's hit to right field. So we can add 1 to that. But it's still not worth it. So we're going to stop at second base. So first and second. And here comes Brandon Nimmo. Here's a pitch. It's a 13, a blank, and that is a ground ball. Hit right back to the pitcher. Goes to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. So Jeffries makes a nice play. Throws to second, but the throw to first not in time. So it's a 1-6 fielder's choice. Puts runners on first and third for Todd Frazier. Here's a pitch. It's a 22. That's a blank, and a 22 is a drive in the gap. That's going to be 1 hop off the wall. 1 run comes in. And with 2 outs, Nimmo is going to be he's a 5 with 2 outs. He gets 3. He's an 8, so he's going to try to score, and he is out at the plate. Brandon Nimmo is thrown out. We roll the 9. And we'll make that an 8-2. Out at the plate. So only 1 RBI for Frazier. And it's 1 run on 2 hits. We go to top of the 9th. Now DeGrom, he's going to face a pinch hitter here. That's going to be Ben Gamel. Having trouble finding Gamel. Late night game here, playing on base baseball. Top of the 9th. DeGrom has a shutout going. There he is. Found him. Ben Gamel. Took me a while. He's bats from the left side. He played in this game, so it's going to be DeGrom versus Gamel. Top of the 9th. And here goes. Here's a pitch. And that is a 35. That's a blank, and that is strike 3. So Gamel strikes out. So DeGrom's not going to be tired until he allows a base runner. So here is Kane. Kane has singled. He's 1 for 3. Here's a pitch. And that is a 14, which is a blank, and that is going to be a base runner, so that's going to be it. And that's a walk. So we are going to bring in somebody here. And let's look at the Mets bullpen, see what we're going to bring in. And we're going to bring in this game. Who pitched in this game for the Mets? Mets saw Oswald. Let's see if we have Corey Oswald. So Mora also pitched in this game. It is 4-0 Mets, so it's not really a save situation. We have a Yelich, a lefty, I believe. So we're going to bring in Avilan. He's a lefty to get Yelich. So Avilan's coming in. And here's a pitch with the runner on first, 1 out, 4-0 Mets, top of the ninth. That's a 23 is a blank, and a 23 is a ground ball. And as the shortstop, it's going to be an out at first, runner at second. So Avilan retires Yelich on a ground ball, and here's Yasmani Grandal, switch hitter. Batting from the right side, a 46, which is a blank, and a 46 is strike 3 to end the ball game. So no runs, no hits. The Mets shut out the Brewers 4-0. DeGrom gets the victory. And Avilan really does, I don't know, he may get a hold. I don't keep those stats, but DeGrom pitches a 2-hitter and he walks 2. Let's see any errors for the Brewers. Brewers had no errors. Mets had one error on Rosario. Mets had 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So the Brewers on the Friday night game, first game of the 3-game set, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Mets with 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. And a home run goes to Pete Alonso. Cano had an RBI. Pete Alonso had an RBI. Nimmo had an RBI, and Todd Frazier, the Todd father, had an RBI. So that's it. This is On Base Baseball. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. And try it out for free. Go to the On Base Baseball website, and you'll find it there. Otherwise, reach out to me. I'll give you the link.